time, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
But hey, we back. We back.
You have to cut that out.
Nah, we gonna leave that in there. We gonna leave that in there.
Because I don't want, that person to.
They don't know.
She is one of our followers.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want
But that's a good topic to talk about then.
No.
But we back from a groovy workout. I think I'm gonna get me a new female workout partner since you don't want to work with me.
You don't want to work with me.
No. See, that's the problem right there.
That's the problem right there. You think you too damn good.
You see how that is? You supposed to work out with me, not
why you can't come work out with me? I see men working out with their
They working out with
their
their. First off, they working out with their husbands.
No, you assume that.
No, I know that.
Okay. I'm gonna start working out with you, and the moment you start acting funny, I'm gonna make sure I go straight to the video and be like, "Let me tell y'all how he did me at the damn gym."
I worked your ass out.
You don't want to tell them why I stopped working out with you because you was criticizing me and being a jerk.
I wasn't criticizing you. I'm teaching you. See, that's the problem. I'm telling you.
You feel like if I'm not doing it to the same max that you're doing it, that
I don't. You can't do the max that I'm doing. I already know that. But there's a problem when you don't even want to try it. Do we want to start?
Look, let me tell you.
Do we want to start with pull-ups? Do we want to start with pull-ups?
I'm gonna end it just like this. I'm about to end this just like this. Let me find out that you're working with some B.I.H. at the gym.
First off, these are ladies. It's not no B.I.H. See, you too grown for that. You too grown for that, okay?
Let me find out that you at the gym, in the back,
you too grown
with
for
some
that.
bitch in the dark, and that is your ass. Your mama gonna see a whole nother side of me.
Oh, in the midnight room.
I don't have not a problem.
Yeah, you do.
With saying it on the video, so we got tape.
I'm bringing it right back now. Yeah,
Not you gonna cut me off.
Cut that out. Cut that out. That's what I did.
No, I want them to know too that I don't play about mine.
Hey, 2025, step it up, okay?
No, you step it up.
I'm stepping it up.
Y'all, he don't come over here and say nothing encouraging.
Yeah,
my little back muscles coming through. Somebody else gotta come tell me that my back muscle coming through. Not my husband.
If your ass would be where I'm at, then you wouldn't have that problem. Where you at? You off, want to do your own thing. That's the problem. Now,
I've been doing your thing for 25 years.
What you been doing? I don't know what you talking about. Yeah.
Let's not go into that.
We can go into that, but we're not going into that right now. We going into...
What we talking about?
It's cold out here. We going into ice.
Whatever. I was like, ice.
He was like, what? Ice? Yeah.
I was like, it ain't icy out here, but okay.
It ain't icy, but they icy out here. We gonna say that. So, if you in... My feet too warm. In Texas, and you're in the DFW area, it's been on the news. Apparently, our daughter at her school,
a substitute teacher.
There was a teacher who posted, sub teacher who posted on X, talking about basically if y'all want to catch illegals or whatever, y'all need to go to this school.
Called out their school.
Called out the school, and people are.
He basically went on there and said, come pick them up.
No, he just said, yeah, if you're looking for them, this is where you need to go. This is where they at. This is a hard one because it's dealing with kids, and kids just...
Yeah. Being ripped away from their families.
Because, well, no, not necessarily. You're going to have to go with your kid. Because if your kid is illegal, you got to be illegal.
But you know, also, if the kid maybe be born into the United States, but your parents are illegal, that takes the parents, not the kid.
Yeah.
You know, like, that, makes it... Why you got that weird turn today?
Weird turn.
Anyway.
That's totally all right.
Her friends may possibly be affected, and she was a bit sad the other day. So a group of her little girlfriends that came and spent some time with her, I sent them a message.
already.
No, I'm just letting them know. I said I don't know how this is affecting you. I don't know if it's affecting you, but I just want you to know that if we can help in any way, be there for you, talk, whatever you need, that we was here. I just wanted to extend, because you don't know how deeply it's affecting them. It may not be their mothers and fathers, but it could be grandparents, it could be aunties, it could be uncles, whatever that is, and it's gonna have an effect on them and how they show up. So I just wanted them to know that, like, that we care. And all of them replied, you know, saying that they appreciated the support, that it's been a scary time and it's weird and they don't know how to feel. And especially since that teacher did what they did, they don't know how it's going to affect friendships, people that they school with every day. And so
I'm thinking, like, hey, if you know you are,
it's levels to it.
what you mean? I'm not saying if you know that this is for parents, and I guess, you know, I don't know if we have any agers on our channel, but for parents, if you know you are and you hear, and hopefully you ain't had no record in the past before you came over here, because that's supposedly that's what they going after, the criminals and all of this stuff first.
Well, they said they taking priority. That's first.
They taking priority, which is cool. It's good. They need to be up out of this motherfucker. So hopefully you ain't had your parents, you know. I get it. If you try to change, you come here for a better life, and you didn't change, and you've been doing good since you've been here, but you may have had a past in another country where you just got caught into some wrong-ish, or grew up in some wrong-ish. I get it. But if you hear, man, I say y'all need to move around. And if you got kids in school, they saying that, you know, schools are locking the doors and supposedly not letting ICE and them come into the schools and stuff like that, which that's good. But if you really worried, I will pull my kid out and do homeschool, or find one of them schools online to finish their education for right now. Damn, I wonder how would that affect if this is like your graduating year. You just got a couple months. But it's crazy how they gonna do that.
This is crazy.
But so hopefully, you know, they just going after the so-called criminals right now. That's what they saying that they focusing on. I haven't really seen anything otherwise. But this conversation is interesting because, you know, I seen with the whole, for the election and everything, they was talking about the illegals coming into the country. It's just not Mexicans.
No, it's not.
You got a lot of Asians that have been coming into the country for years.
You got more than just them.
I'm just saying, you got a lot of Asians, which we've seen on stuff, been coming into the country for years. That's what, you know, Chinatown. I've seen movies and stories talk about, you know, how they bring them all in, they got to pay off this debt. Even to now, they working it off in Chinatown. But I haven't seen them going into Chinatown and looking for anybody. It's like they just targeting the Hispanics. I haven't seen them with, you know, and probably some of the, I haven't even seen nothing about the, you know, the Haitian immigrants that was all wild when they was talking about.
I remember yesterday I was telling you that they
well, they had that. Nah, that was just that one guy. I seen that one, but I haven't seen nothing else besides that. That one guy, I was like, hey, thank Obama and them, like F Trump and all of this he was saying. But hey, I heard he had like,
and he had some crazy charges.
Yeah, he had like multiple ass charges. I'm like, yeah, peace, my nigga. But it's just interesting how it seems like they only going after a certain group.
Yeah. But again,
well, I'm saying you got to go into all these little towns. You got immigrants from everywhere.
It's funny to me.
It's just like they just making it all that the Hispanics are like.
that they're the problem.
But I guess when you sit, it's like they do us. You put them on TV, all you showing is the bad shit of them. Like, you seen all the shit, even though we see the shit that's going on in New York or everything. Like, dude, I'm not going to New York.
And they talking about the cartel, and they talking about the...
You know, you got a lot of MS-13 members and all of this and that, which they've been here for a minute and ain't done it. Even when Trump was in office the last time, they was up there wilding up on the East Coast. Yes, I ain't gotta go. And I need to get some foil to do that. So I'm probably gonna have you go in and grab it. I'm trying to decide if I want wraps with sausage too, or just buy some. They shit is like expensive. About a pound. Actually, pull it up. But
I don't even remember what the name of it was.
Terry Blacks. But so yeah. So if you're in the Fort Worth area, and it's been going everywhere. They said Chicago right now, it's been like a desert town.
They saying that we've got actually people who've been seeing the trucks.
Yeah, I've seen them. They had it down in the stockyards. I was like, hold up, the ice trucks, and they had like the horse trailers towing behind. I'm like, dog, y'all picking people up in that? So yeah, it's gonna get wild for the Hispanics if you're illegal. I'm just looking to see what is that going to do for our infrastructure.
It's going to change a lot. It's been actually people who own companies coming out and saying, like I seen on the news the other day, a man who owns a big farming company, and he said that more than 80% of his employees are, and they are all good people. And he was like, these people have been in my home. We've taken care of, different things for them. He don't think that they understand the magnitude on how companies and different businesses are going to be affected.
I think they do, but then it just gives the I say, even though it's a messed up situation, there's always an opportunity in a messed up situation. Meaning, which I said something about this other day. It gives an opportunity for legal American citizens who can't find work, can't get the jobs, to get these jobs. And the problem is that...
Are y'all gonna really want to work these jobs?
No, but the problem is people will work them. People don't want to work them for the pay that they offer. And you can't tell me that, we can't afford to pay this, especially when you got companies and places is making $1 billion profits and all of that they can't pay in a higher wage. That's always been the problem. America has a thing where we want cheap labor, and that's the problem.
And you seen the press conference where they was asking old dude on the board if he he felt like this particular minimum wage rate was sufficient enough for American people, and the dude was like, I don't feel like American people need to have a raise. I feel like they just need to figure out how to make it on that. Like, what? You don't
see
the money they getting paid.
It's like what they said about Trump was like, we're gonna get the cost of good eggs and stuff to go down. He done got in and like, I'm not gonna be able to get the cost of eggs to go down.
Yeah,
and they said because once people pay at that higher price,
it don't make no sense to drop it.
They not gonna lower it.
Because they know that people don't have no choice.
No, in my mind, you can lower it. You just don't want to do it because you've seen people pay for it at a higher price.
Yeah.
So that means people need to say, hey, stop buying it. Don't buy eggs. Eventually, it got to come down. But you got all these businesses and everything that does everything, bakeries and stuff that do everything with eggs. It needs to be a ripple effect, but they can't say the same thing when it comes to inflation. It's been going up over decades, and American wages haven't been going up to keep up with inflation. I just don't see how you expecting people just to maintain. Eventually, I say, which I've said this before, there's going to eventually be a civil war. People think it's going to be outside of America, but I think it's going to be in America. People going to eventually get tired. You can say what you want to say about the whole Trump thing a couple years ago where they stormed the Capitol and all. That's just showing you people are, even though some of them people is them people, but people getting tired. You can't keep trying to Jedi mind trick people and say, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that.
Yes, they can.
But y'all do everything else like we ain't got common sense. You can force these people to lower stuff. Just do what you do like everybody else. You do all these other countries, you put they don't get these tax cuts and benefits and stuff. Give that to the people. You wanna get all these countries and we gonna raise prices on taxes on goods and stuff that's coming into the country. You can do the same thing here. At least that's what I think. I'm not no economist or nothing like that, but it seems like everybody's in pocket with it, saying they can't and they can't do this. So I don't get it, but it seems like a bunch of BS to me. And stuff, man, right up to that 80.
I don't know.
So I think people gonna have, like I was saying in our other video, man, even with just black people and stuff, eventually people are gonna have to unite and say.
What your president say? His words was he's
why
about
you
to
say
make.
my president?
He's about to make a
first off,
equal.
I've never had a president. This has been America's president.
Okay. Whatever.
Cause if you ain't doing nothing for me, I'm like, hey, why I'm gonna call you my president?
He said he's going to make it equal.
You know,
An equal opportunity world.
That's
what he's saying.
He's making an equal opportunity for business, yeah. Like I said, but everybody ain't in business. At the end of the day, Trump's a businessman. He gonna do stuff for business because they understand things different, which is supposed to trickle down to the people, and that's the problem. It hasn't been trickling down over decades. That's why people's wages and income ain't going up. And the field I'm in, when I first came here to Texas, I noticed it was always lowballing the Hispanics. Starting out or been in this field for a couple years. I'm like, dude, you making what? Oh, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I noticed that was a problem then. Which I get it, you know, they'll take the lower weight, the money, and they send money back home to their families and stuff that's not in America, because they making more here still, even though it's lowballing here, but it's cutting the chances of American people to get the wages that they deserve and need to survive. Because, like I said, America just wants cheap labor. That's how America was founded. How it was built, off the backs of slaves and our ancestors, and didn't give them ish.
And imagine, you know, like the Native Americans have been somewhat suppressed.
Oh yeah, they
for years. They've actually, like, people are like, I'll be honest, I was watching Yellowstone, and I loved Yellowstone because you seen the culture, how they love their people, how they, like, the rituals, the beautifulness that we don't get to see. And it's almost like they've been pushed into corners and, like, in hiding. And I think that shit is fucked up. And all this time, nobody has said we need to fucking do better about them.
People have. They just don't.
Not enough,
It
man.
just don't go nowhere. It's just like with us.
That shit is...
People have said it, even when they had the whole pipeline issue that was going down and they was trying to get shut down. You know, some of our people were out there with them and going against what they was doing. We know what they did. It's like, what's that movie that just came out?
With Leonardo?
Yeah, when he married the family and just went in, how they took all their land and doing everything. It was like, boy, they...
And that's supposed to be based off of the real story.
Yeah, you know.
Like, when you see that, you like, y'all a cold piece. You know what I'm saying? Y'all. And I'm talking about them people, and them people people know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Y'all
like,
cold piece, boy.
y'all-
Like,
they cold blooded. And then
you cover it up in history and think like, oh, nobody will never see that.
like it didn't exist. They probably didn't think that would come to the play like the way it is.
They probably didn't think it would ever be in the movie. Like, oh shit, wait.
But that's how most stuff come to play. You find out seeing in movies and tell the whole story. You got survivors and everything. I want to see a movie of.
That's told by them.
No. I'm thinking of Black Wall Street and everything.
It's already one in the works. I heard. It's one in the works.
So yeah, as far as Hispanics here and everything, and even now in the field I'm in, we've been working, doing a couple some restaurants here. That's from up from the Shy. Been doing from beginning to the end on all the sites. Shit. It's like what I was telling Nala. I was like, you know what? I don't really. Everybody in there. The contractor.
What you mean on the job sites you be on?
Yeah, everybody Hispanic, which is no problem with that. But you got a lot that don't speak English. So I was like, damn, how many of y'all are actually? If y'all are illegal, how long y'all been here? They some of them up in my age, and they got a lot of older ones, and they don't speak no English. At least so they pretend,
tell you,
know.
yeah.
'Cause some of them be speaking, they understand some of them, but be like, no English. But some of them be understanding. But then you got the younger. Well, y'all look. Hold up.
Oh shit. Well, we down in Fort Worth, y'all, and we are on 7th Street? Yeah, this is 7th Street, and the Hispanic Nationals, I think that's what they are out picketing this entire area over here. Can you flip it?
I heard he did.
Why you doing this?
See if I can see. Probably catch it on. I'm gonna come back this way anyway.
Yeah, y'all can.
But y'all can see all the.
On that left hand side.
All of them out.
No human.
El Salvador.
The Salvadorian flag. Y'all, they playing their music.
Fight
What is this?
ignorance, not immigrants. Abolish ICE.
You got the news out here. You see their flags.
Yeah, families don't have border.
People are passing, honking, and celebrating them.
Yeah. So,
Watch it over here. It's just, I mean, we are living in a crazy, this moment in history that we are living in right now. You know, I had a conversation with my daddy, and what he said to me was heartbreaking. He said that all of the things that they experienced with racism, blacks not being able to be educated, and he experienced it firsthand. My mother had to leave school at 13 because of the way the world was. And everything she knew, she self-taught herself from our books. And to think of my parents went through real, actual stuff in
what's
Mississippi.
the age range of your parents?
They're in their 80s.
So yeah, so
So-
just give you a general
yeah.
idea of how old they are and was as a kid.
Yeah.
I think I was telling the story, which I meant to ask, like, how your dad ended up here. He ended up getting into it with what'd he do?
My grandfather purchased a vehicle. This is in Mississippi. My grandfather purchased a vehicle, and he was a minister, and the dealership told what I was assumed to be Klansmen that he came in and purchased this expensive car, and there's no way that he should be able to afford that car.
Who? Your dad?
The dealership. My dad had the car.
He was a kid.
Yeah.
No, he was a kid. He didn't have a car then. I thought he was like 13 or something. And they had to send him. He had to leave because they was coming for his house at night.
Yeah, my daddy had got. I thought you was talking about the situation with the vehicle.
I don't even know that one. But no, I'm talking about how he had to leave. They had to get him up out of
He
here.
had ended up getting into a disagreement with someone of not his color.
We get that. But what was it? I couldn't remember what the disagreement was, exactly what it was, but I know I was telling
it was something about the way where he worked.
And he just said something to the man like, you got me effed up or whatever.
Yeah, my dad had a little bit of a temperament. And he basically spoke to the white guy as if he was not white. And at that time, that's not what you did. And the word got around the town quick. The people came that knew my grandfather and told my grandfather what took place around there, because you got to look at the menu, remember? And so my grandfather scared that these people were going to hang my father, because that's what they had heard they were going to come and do. My grandfather was scared and shipped my daddy to St. Louis with another family friend. So I think my dad was like 14, 15. And that's how my daddy ended up in Missouri from Mississippi. Not because he wanted to be here, because they were scared he was going to be hung. And that began my father's life at a very young age. He ended up doing careers that most kids wouldn't have been doing, driving trucks and experiencing different parts of life. And he's traveled and experienced life in different places, and before he ever made Kansas City his home. But when he talked about his story on how he really truly ended up in Missouri, is crazy. But just to think all of the things that my parents had to experience, and we are almost living in very similar times. And my daddy said we went through all of that we had carried on our backs for the world to look damn near the exact same way it did when I was 15 and 16. That's just heartbreaking to me. Nobody, like, we're going so reverse back that he feels like this looks familiar.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy to me. And for him to feel the way he feels about the fact that it's looking like that is even worse. And so it's just weird, you know, like the state of that we in right now.
I thought about when this SUV pull out.
Just weird,
Lucky
like
Charms.
she ain't rocking it right, but it's cute.
What you mean? She matching, she blending in, she got the hat and the blend.
Yeah.
There you go hating. You don't be hating on that stuff.
Nah.
What you mean now? Why she ain't rocking it right?
She alright, David. Okay? She alright.
You're hating. I'm just saying.
But I mean, we living in a really, really, really weird time, and I feel like we on the brink of something that's like right on the line of being really, really bad. I feel it. Like, I feel like something is an energy in the air, and I think that people, I feel like we on the brink of something, and I feel like it ain't good. I just don't. Like, all the way back to the Hitler salute and everybody giving him a pass and nobody.
Well, I ain't heard no white folks speak on it, but everybody was waiting on the ADL. We seen that. They went through, it's a list of people of
black people I sent you?
black people that they didn't trip on.
Yeah, summon us to silence.
And we know how they've been trying to silence Farrakhan.
But we just don't not act like he did this at all.
Yeah, they was like, oh, we just need to give him a pass and just not jump to conclusion. Get the F out of here. I don't want to hear ish from the ADL again.
Yeah. At
all. I don't give a damn. I don't want to hear ish from him.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I think even with the people that, the president is aligning himself with, his team of people that he got around him, Vivek, which, Vivek went silent. Notice you really ain't been seeing him out in.
No, he been doing his thing. That was people expecting them to still. They were just doing their thing to get him in office. Elon already got his own stuff and been going through it. Even though I don't know what Vivek is doing or what, but shit, I seen. Well, no, I still ain't seen. The VP really. I think he was on Sunday the other day, and I was surprised. I was like, oh, okay, he's still around.
I ain't seen him either.
But other than that, I ain't seen the VP. But
I mean, he gonna go somewhere and be in the corner like Camila.
Kamala was. That's what we doing.
He gonna go somewhere and be in the corner like she was. I mean, I don't know. Shit's so weird, and it's emotionally draining. And every day you look up, we've been snatched another thing. You trying to amend the Constitution and remove things from the Constitution. And now, like, when you start removing things from the Constitution, we got to be very careful about that conversation, because slavery is in the Constitution. And so,
which I seen something the other day, which I gotta do some more research and look at it. They're trying to add it where a president can get a third term. They trying to put that in and modify something on the Constitution where the president can get a third term. Because I heard Willie D. I didn't listen to him, but he was at a thing talking about it. They trying to get Trump for another third term. So now they trying to do something in the Constitution where they trying to amend it where you can add somebody, a president, for a third term. I'm like, y'all can. I didn't think y'all can amend nothing in the Constitution, but it made me think. So y'all can amend that, but y'all can't amend nothing that the black people are 3/4 of a human type shit.
That's why I told you a few years back that our civil rights as blacks, our civil rights was up for negotiation, because the Constitution, certain things in the Constitution had a date, and it had to be re-signed after so many years to continue to be approved. It wasn't talked about, but luckily, I guess for us, they signed it, so it stayed in the Constitution. But literally, our rights could have been right back on to be slavery again, according to what the Constitution states, and it wasn't talked about. But I'm thinking to myself, like, what is happening right now? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just stressful. Like, it's stressful, and
yeah, it's one of them times. But as far as the Latino brothers and sisters here, man, if you hear illegal, man, I don't know what to tell you. Is this gonna be like an Anne Frank situation where you're hiding up in the attic?
I don't know.
Just to maintain and survive until everything calms down?
Because what can you do? What can they do?
Hey, you know what you can do? I'm gonna tell you what y'all can do. Do y'all million Hispanic march at the Capitol. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Take off work, cross country,
everywhere.
Go up to the Capitol if y'all want something to change. Because y'all gonna stop money from flowing off top.
You gotta affect the economy in a
You
major
gonna
way.
really stop money flowing through the economy, especially Texas, all the states, the southern states where majority Hispanics are. Y'all gonna shut everything down.
Yeah.
Cause y'all just gonna shut it down. Y'all take off, or y'all come together with a plan like, hey, every Friday, every Monday, we not showing up for work. But I would say if you can get more than
like
a million.
the Million Man March, like the Black
Million
Man
March.
March.
You just we calling it. We up there.
I think they should have been together.
We getting there. If it's like that to y'all, same thing I say for my people. Y'all need to get up there and do it.
Yeah, especially because they do not understand. I know they understand, but that would show them the magnitude on how companies and businesses can be affected by them not showing up.
Yeah, calculator. And go back to the TV. But yeah, that's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to just hit up the White House. Hit up the White House.
I mean, he just pardoned all them January 6th and peoples, and now they still talking reckless.
Yeah, man.
Them up. That shit is insane to me.
Yeah, hit up the White House and post up. That's what I'm telling you. That's what y'all should do. Hit up the White House, post up, do y'all Million Hispanic March at the White House, saying, hey, this is not gonna go.
All right.
Now, I get it for the illegals. I'm not for the illegals, but for the criminals, hey, y'all just shit out of luck. You're just shit out of luck. But if you've been a A1 citizen, doing your work, trying to raise a family, keep your kids in school, everything, you've been playing the books, paying your taxes, all of that, then hey, that's what y'all should do. Because they care about their money.
They sure do.
They care about the money. So if you do that, you'll
suppress their dollars.
Suppress the money.
Their business.
And that's the same thing I tell my people. Y'all want to do something, suppress the money. Suppress their dollar. That's the only thing they care about.
That's the only thing they understand.
How the money rules. You see what happened when the union was talking about shutting down up there, the Teamsters, shutting the ports down. That shit got fixed real quick. They was like, we can't have that.
What Wu-Tang saying, cash rules everything around me.
We can't have that. So hey, that's what y'all should do. But hey, we gonna stop right here because we gotta take care of something and get some of this TBs. If y'all don't know, some Terry Blacks. But we'll be back.
And I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us.